Actually, what it is, it's a surprise wedding. And immediately in my head, I'm like, surprise wedding or arranged marriage. There's a fine line.
I remember, I love pizza.
You do love pizza, don't you?
Which is why on Thursday I treated myself to their 2 for Thursday deal, and I had 2 pizzas by myself and felt good about myself again. Check out Love Pizza, guys.
Loving you is easy cause you're pizza.
And I can't help falling in love. Pizza 2 for Thursday deal.
That sounds absolutely lovely pizza. And
let the love pizza, baby.
We should get a Eurovision entry going for Love Pizza. But yeah, if you want to check out Love Pizza, who also are another sponsor of the podcast, go check out, as Kieran said, 2 for Thursdays. Couldn't take it and beat it with a big massive stick. Check them out if you're around the Belfast area. Collection, delivery, you name it, they'll sort you out. Check out Love Pizza online and get delivered to your house.
We love you, but we love you more if you go to Love Pizza. 2 coffees and 2 waters.
Rock stars.
Yeah.
You having it black, you having it white?
Yeah. I genuinely can't. I genuinely can't have.
Is that an ebony cup of coffee?
Yeah.
There's a really old
It's really old porno I watched.
There's a really old joke from I Am Fighter. I don't know why it always stuck in my head. I can't remember if it's Colin or Mickey said it. It was I like my coffee, I like my women. Black with 2 E's in her. That's such a stupid joke that always stuck in my head. I thought tactically.
We used to always say the I Am Fighter joke. What's that there Batman film, The Dark Knight Rises?
That's what we're doing today. We're just going to do old I Am Fighter.
Scramble the eggs in the joke.
What?
Do you ever remember that in the first I Am Fighter?
No.
He goes, you know, when the bodybuilders drink raw eggs, he goes, I like raw eggs as well, but I prefer scrambled. He scrambles them.
Kieran's just going to be reciting I Am Fighter quotes.
Nice. How's our we get? By the way, first off, are we podcast, all 3 of us, in the Show Me the Funny final?
Unreal.
Yeah.
Absolutely massive.
Fortunately, I've been disqualified on a technicality.
Do you want to describe why you'll not be able to make it to the Show Me the Funny final?
Let me set the premise first. So, Show Me the Funny. I don't want to get too big headed, but it's it's
the biggest competition
in the whole of the Republic of Ireland.
In the world.
in the world.
In the Western world.
It's like the Champions League comedy competitions.
Right, Europa League.
Conference. It's a Danske Bank Premiership or comedy.
The Panorama.
St. Johnson's Paint Trophy.
It's a competition.
Hey, I'm running it.
Gig's a gig.
Yes. The Carabao Cup, if you will.
It's 10 minutes on the stage, right?
But it's actually it.
Unfortunately, I can't do it. I've had to pull out due to unforeseen circumstances.
Due to personal reasons.
Due to income. Due to
I feel like I could be your manager right now. It's like when Aubameyang got let go out of Arsenal. It's like, I cannot speak. There's been disciplinaries. We have taken action. You cannot compete.
For one, I'm absolutely over the moon that you're not going to make it to the final.
Genuinely,
Also, I am very happy with
I
it.
work in a school, so I can't just take days off. So I asked, couldn't get it off. So I'm just, you know what it is? I've reached the final 2 years in a row. Sure, that means a trophy.
Do you know what I'm just thinking? Do you think they'll replace him with someone? Or do you think he'll just be alive?
Have you told him you can't do it?
Don't tell him.
Don't tell him, yeah. I come before
Say
the
no.
extra. It's a long enough time as it is.
An hour before. Here,
Yeah.
lads. I haven't got this
He's watching
work.
this going in, coming down. He does actually watch the podcast.
It's out on Tuesday. So
Alright, if you're watching this, man, you've missed out, mate. But yes, this is Sunday today, so
This is what we've done with everybody else in the competition. We phone up like, sorry lad, you can't get it off work. Like, who the fuck are you? It's
I
like,
heard
I'm
you were on
sorry.
the phone to my work going, I see that people. Fucking nonce, mate. Phone of caps.
Is that HR?
I'm not raging, like, but I'm more just like, I would have liked a session. It was a good night, so it was a really fun crack. Like, even the drive down was lethal. The drive.
I'm fantastic company.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. Just good laughs, good crack, and also good grub. We ordered the exact same thing.
Our food was lethal.
It was lethal.
Well,
The front door in Galway, shut it.
It was like
A whole chicken, or a half a
it was
chicken
like
each.
barbecue chicken with like spicy beans and all. And
Did
chips
you eat
and all.
beforehand?
Yeah, it was about 2 hours beforehand.
We went on a couple of pounds.
See, I didn't.
I was steaming by the time I got on.
Yeah, and I hadn't had a drop
Well, I wasn't,
drink
but I felt
before 8.
steaming, you know.
And then whenever I left, I was like, what can I get? And someone goes, there's a Supermax over there, boy. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. So I was just listening on the way home because I drove home the same night. Life is a highway on repeat and eating chicken goujons and chips.
Jesus. Fair play to you, by the way, driving that back and forth from.
Even when people aren't talking to me about that competition, I goes, do you know I drove to Galway and back in the same night?
To be serious, I'm debating doing it.
Going there and back?
Yeah.
Why?
Because Teresa was going to come, but I don't think she can come anymore.
Just 'cause you're on your own?
I've only got 1 day of holidays left, and I booked it off for the Tuesday.
Have you booked the rest of the stuff for the year?
My holidays are only in April.
Oh, right, okay.
So I get new ones in April. So I don't know.
In fairness, you do look like you might be sick on Tuesday.
I have Tuesday booked off already.
Oh,
So
right,
every time
okay.
you leave work and straight away, straight
away.
That's a long day as well. Like.
I have the Tuesday booked off. It's been approved and all, but I'm just like, so maybe just give it back. I don't know. I'm going to decide. I haven't booked the hotel or anything, but
Have you not? No.
there'll be no. I don't think there'll be any problems booking the hotel.
Just
tomorrow,
imagine though. Imagine you win. You'll be like,
And
I'm
it's
not
straight
going
in the
home.
car home.
Yeah.
Although, but if I lose, which I probably will,
Yeah.
on the car journey home, will be pretty grim. But if
I'd
I
also-
win, I'd fucking walk home, no, but I'd be all oh fuck you.
Yeah.
See me for last year, I lost, but like I stayed and had a pint, and like one of my best mates drove me down, so we stayed and just got like wrecked. But like, Luke McGibbon got the bus. How the fuck could you get the bus to Dublin and then a bus back? Like, fair play to him.
The
Like,
public transport in this country, I'm surprised you can even get
That's
a bus
mental,
from
like.
here to
Yeah.
Galway in a day.
he said he had to wait 2 hours at Dublin Airport, and I was like, that's
They get trapped in the
insane.
bus as well, did they?
He wishes. That's a story for our wee fuck. Listen, I hold the title.
Do you know what's so stupid about this conversation? This goes live on Tuesday, so if you have seen, either it's all over social media that it went well, or you'll see nothing. You'll be like, I fucking boys did a competition last night.
I just get on that. Nothing.
Yeah, none. Hopefully this is the last we ever talk about it.
One of the wee topics I want to talk about this week is a comedian that I've slept on. I was texting you about
do
it.
something.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
fuck.
Adam Rowe. I feel like I've slept on him
What's
massively.
new special?
I really enjoyed it. Like,
New special, Adam Rowe. It's like a different sort of concept for a special where he literally just tells one story about him having a breakup.
he's only done that in like 4 times maybe. I think he recorded it 4 times, he said.
Yeah.
So he only told that, like, we've done that our special 4 times then.
Excuse me. I seen like the 15-minute set of it at their live show.
Yeah.
And it's weird because the 15-minute set and the full hour-long show, there's not massive amount of difference. It's just longer. Do you know what I mean? You don't
All
learn
the-
anything new.
All the punchlines landed, but everything, and then when he was getting emotional, you were sort of getting emotional, but he pulls it back and makes it funny again.
Yeah. Do you
I
watch
thought
it?
it was
I
really
haven't seen it
different.
yet. No.
No,
I'm
it is
gonna-
good.
I'm gonna watch it.
It's
too.
better than the one he did a month ago or so there. But I've had a nice wee weekend. I think we've got a mixture of everything here. You're sober and normal. I'm hungover and you're probably half cut.
I've been out watching Newcastle with my uncle, like.
I actually am heading out tonight. I have Monday and Tuesday booked off. I can go on them. I'm like,
You have
Have a few
a
scoops,
air
you?
of optimism in your face.
yeah. I don't get out very often, but when I do, I have 3 or 4 pints and go home.
We were in the golf club
Crazy.
there, and when Man United scored, some wee kids with 12, 13 were cheering, and went, "Yo!" And my uncle leaned over and went, "He goes, fuck up, it's League Cup, you cunts."
Nothing to get excited about. I'm Dan though.
Where were you
Where were
last
you
night?
at? Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Me, Teresa, and my sister went out for dinner.
With Justin Freeburn?
No, that was the night
Friday.
before.
Right, okay.
What day is it? Today's Sunday.
Sunday.
On Friday, me and Freeburn went out.
Oh, right. Okay.
For a few drinks, and then so it was Dan on Saturday. Then went out for dinner with my sister and Teresa, and then me and Teresa went to the Woodville.
Ooh, nice pub.
Nice pub.
I've been there.
We're in the function room because it was Kyle's brother's second day of his wedding. You like the second day of a
Yeah,
wedding?
people do that now,
We go
yeah.
to your local and just like
Yeah,
have
So,
a
some of
rip.
them go on 3 days now.
So they were in there for like bottomless brunch from like 4 o'clock. So we turned up all and then sitting there drinking, and then his sister was all right. We're going to the Ashburn, which is like the nightclub.
Yeah.
And we're all like approaching 30 here. You're already 30.
Yeah.
We're like 27, 28. We're the young ones here, and we're saying no.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we're going to Ashburn. We're going to Ashburn. And I was like, right, fuck, we're going to the Ashburn here. Like,
Fuck's sake.
Did you go?
we're all like, we can't do it. We can't go. Like, we're too fucking like. It's like everyone from like 17 to like 21.
Yeah.
I can't do it. Like. And then we went in, and we're all, is it still a fiver? It's still a fiver. Fuck, it's £7 now.
Is
You
it
say
£7 quid?
Yeah, £7 to get in. Got in, and Jimmy just went in. We're like, bollocks.
Yeah.
So, what
Mid-
much is like
nightmare.
is it expensive in there? Do they raise the prices?
No, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just fucking chocolate.
Fully young ones.
Just it takes ages to get to the bar. Then when I eventually got to the bar, ordering the drinks, phone didn't work. Revolut wasn't going.
Oh, like-
I was all, Teresa, give me your phone. Wasn't scanning hers. I was all, Kyle, give me your fucking bank card.
Jesus.
Fucking hell.
Nightmare, like, right? Just mental. And we were like, right, we'll go out in the smoking area here. It's heavy out there as well. Fucking
That's heavy, that la.
kept getting recognised, right?
You did? Oh,
First time in my life where
This
I
is,
did-
this is the most subtle flex of all time.
first time in my life where I didn't like getting recognised.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it was just some fella come up to me, right, by his jaw near giving me a black eye. He was
His jaw was getting a separate
rolling.
taxi home.
Mate, he was only like pointing to me, and I was all right. He's all right, mate. No, I fucking love a podcast. No, he's all, get a photo and all. And he's all, nah, my eyes are fucked. And I'm getting on. And he's like, bye. And then Therese was just sitting there going like, we need to leave. And I was like, this is cruel.
I was like dinner plates.
Yeah, and I was like, cheers, mate. Nice one. Aye, mate, so just loving all. We kept,
Yeah.
I kept trying to like
God.
nip the conversation off.
Yeah.
There was some guy out in the smoking area though, Joshua Henry, and he was really nice. He was dead on. He like does some magazine similar to Yo. I can't remember the exact name of it, but he was aware of Yo. He said like it's a similar sort of magazine.
The Rebels.
Yuppa magazine.
He was like, he
Yokes, the magazine.
He was a legend. He was all like, I'm sorry to be melting all. Like, I know your head's probably melted and all. I was on, mate, not at all. Like,
Do you know your head's
But
melted?
I'm starting a comedy called Some Joke.
I was like, everyone here is melting my head. You're fucking normal.
Yeah.
He was dead on, chatting away. And then when we were leaving, I was like, come on, we need to get out of here.
Yeah.
Leaving, walking, some guys all, to the podcast? Like,
This is the problem
Yeah.
though, like Lurgan's such a small place
Yeah.
that you just can't get away with it.
yeah.
Kind of similar to Newry.
Small place, but also just that nightclub is
Yeah.
probably our prime.
Do you know what our
audience.
do you know what our demographics are? I have them
What are
on
we?
YouTube.
Age-wise?
75% male, shocker, and like the majority of people are 21 to 25. Which you know what? I'm not the.
I thought it would be more gender balanced.
Yeah.
Nope, 75% male.
But I suppose that does make sense. Like, I don't know why I thought it'd be more gender balanced.
I don't know what a female can get from this podcast.
Raw sex appeal?
Definitely
Gigs.
not. What is your gigs?
Look at that
Like,
jumper.
where are we
Look at
going to
that
gigs?
jumper.
Yeah. I look like a pint of Guinness.
You look like a fucking barcode.
How way the tune? Swearing it for Newcastle. No,
I'm
I
going to get me suit measured.
not anymore. Fuck me, I think they're 3-0 down now. But yes, yesterday I went to see Peter Kay.
Oh, I writing off. Yes. I want to chat
also,
about that.
he comes out to the massive sign saying Peter Kay.
Aye, what's the crack?
Peter
lad?
Kay?
What's that? Yeah, Peter Kay. Like my mate Craig was in stitches. Peter Kay, it says Peter
That's
Kay.
shite, banter.
But a lot of it to do. I don't want to do this whole thing, like, but
Do it.
a lot
Fuck
of it
it,
to do
do
is
it.
was to
He's
do
never
with,
seen
you
it.
know, obviously he talks a lot about his nan and his nan's died, and he talks a lot about sort of her and like the sort of it was to do with the sort of best memories of her and stuff. So it's
Okay.
really nice that way. But it's the only comedy show where he's done 40 minutes and been like, right, I'll see you back in 10, and then walked off.
What?
And there was an interval.
Yeah.
So then we went and got pints and came back, and then there was another 40 minutes of Peter Kay, which
What's wrong
I
with
kind
that?
of like that. Yeah, what's
I
not
really
like?
enjoyed that. Instead
No,
of
but why are you even surprised?
Oh,
That's
no.
really common.
I don't think
so.
expected it would be
Yeah.
sport it, yeah.
To take a break in the middle of your own show and
Yeah.
then come back on.
When you go to go see the biggest comedians, yeah, they do an hour and a
I
half.
didn't expect, yeah.
I'd been
They
to
don't have
Jimmy.
sport act.
Well, I'd
Yeah,
been
there
to
was
Jimmy
no
Carr
support act at
before,
all.
and Jimmy Carr had no support, but he'd
Yeah.
walk off and then come back on, and what he had was like a screen where at the
Yes.
start of the night he sent text messaging, and he
Yeah.
just ran through the text
Yeah,
messages.
Peter Kay done that where he walked out with a massive camera for the
He
second
zooms
half.
in on people?
Yeah, and just slags them like. He's like,
And
"Who
what,
have we got?"
was it a good show?
I really enjoyed it. Like I thought it was a belter
I
night.
fucking
Like.
I refused tickets to go to it. I'm fucking
Regret
raging.
it.
Yeah.
Because I heard there's someone went the night before you, and it's that typical thing where it's like the first night's always the best because that's the biggest fans
Yeah.
that have went it. And he
Aye,
it
and then
was
it peters off.
unreal.
It's-
And you said it
peters
was
off.
good.
It's just it's no hour. Everything about him, like he's just sort of. I've never seen a more like difference in age as well. Like everyone from
Yeah,
old to
he's-
young, he's just he gets everyone in. Like,
He's the catch-all, isn't he? Really? Like,
but it was, and then afterwards we went to me and my mate Craig went to. The National, not a bar I would go to normally, but there was a lovely couple there who were chatting away and they'd seen me at Lavery's in November, and they were chatting away to me and all, and they were like, they bought 2 tickets to my solo show. So here you are, shout out. I got a photo of you on my Instagram.
Were you selling in the national being like, you know I'm doing a solo show?
No,
Is it the toilet's going?
Cap?
don't think it's the main cat.
Yeah, listen, let's get
Don't that moon cat? That sounds like a
You
joke,
were
doesn't it?
reading that byword from last week. So Kieran Franco's been described as
They also came over to speak to me, I think, while I was slabbering to a taxi driver. I'm not getting you fucking 20 quid to take me home.
20 quid's fucking good.
I had a really weird situation the other week where I was getting an Uber home, right? And I'd said to him, so I don't know what you think, but like it's kind of common that an Uber or something would come quicker than it tells you. And I goes, I'll be out in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like you can ask a taxi man to wait for you.
Like
'cause
2 minutes, yeah.
yeah, I was like, we'll be out in like 5 minutes. And he goes, no problem. So within the 5 minutes, I walked out, get to the window. And as soon as I was about to tap the window, he cancelled it. And I was like,
What the fuck?
I was like, but I'm here. And he goes, well, I've cancelled it on the thing now. So I've already got another job. And I'm like, but I'm literally looking at you and you're right here. Let me in your Uber. And then obviously Ashton, who I was with, is just like, you're a fucking cunt. I was just like, yeah, he's definitely not giving us
But
a
what did
lift.
she say to the taxi driver?
I was just like, yeah, well, he's definitely going to give us a lift now. Like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, you know.
That's the best way to get
Yeah.
someone to change their mind.
Yeah.
You know what it is? Jump in.
Yeah. You know what? You seem like an understanding person. Get on in here.
Connor
I
Keys.
am, I can't get in.
Connor Keys was talking about that at the after party for the comedians boxing.
Yeah.
Him and Mark McCartney weren't going to go in, weren't going to get in because the bouncer was going to refuse them because there was too many people in. And McCartney was about to go like, what the fuck are you on about, you know?
Yeah.
And then Kesey was like, oh no, that's okay, that's fair enough. And he was all, because see if you shout at a bouncer, you're never and I'm stupid, like I would never like shout or be a dick, but I'd probably go, mate, what are you on about, like, and I would disagree, but he was like, oh no mate, I understand. I was like, that's definitely the way to play it.
Yeah.
I would be too stupid to do that though.
I feel like I might have been part of the problem that night.
Were you steaming?
Well, no, because we got
cock
there.
out, top off. Wait a
And I
minute,
was
yeah.
like, well, we walked over and you had like Teresa and I think her mate or someone else there.
When was this?
The after party of the boxing.
Oh, I thought you were
What,
on
you
about
on a
the
different
taxi.
night? Yeah.
Oh no. So part of the problem, you went and you're like, do you think I could get the M2? And I goes, yeah, no bar. And then they let the M2 in, and then I seen my mum, my dad, my sister, her boyfriend, my brother, and then my mate Gary who took with, and I was like, she's come on up too, and took about 6 people up with me, and then see my other 2 mates that were there at the box, and I was like, she's come up as well. So I
half the people there was your friends and family.
pretty much. But in fairness to them, they were like, I was like, don't fuck us up for me, like, be well behaved, and just sat in the corner.
Stay at the table.
Yeah. I was like, don't you fucking move.
A Peaky Blinders thing.
Yeah, no fighting,
no sweat.
Yeah. And then I was keeping a mate because my mate Gary went around and got a photo with everyone. You probably told him, he's a big tall guy, glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he does wear
Yeah,
glasses.
we got a photo,
Yeah. And
He looks like a Gary.
yeah,
He does.
Gary
doesn't
from Ardoyne just absolutely loves it, like.
Yeah.
But I was like, Gary, best behaviour, like, please.
He's a good
like,
lad.
And he was on best behaviour, which was good.
He was all to me, Kieran and Sean Haggerty. Can I get a photo of you? Like, you're the only comedians I haven't got a photo with. And Sean Haggerty went, nah. And I went, I'm only missed. But it was just, like, cut him to death. Like.
Yeah, that was fucking great.
I also that night I was like tipsy by the time we were out of the Pog Uglies, and I got to 12 o'clock and I was like, thank fuck, I have this flight in the morning, I need to leave, like, I'm terrified of getting wrecked here. Like, I was, by the way, see the drive to the Liverpool airport, the drive to Belfast airport for with my granddad the day after, like, my granddad was all, so how's the comedy going now? And I was so hungover, I was like, oh shit.
Class. Minimal words. Look.
Yeah, he's like, so what do you want to do with yourself, and what's the plans for life? On just enjoy it. Like.
Just trying to get through this car journey, mate.
Yeah, it's tough. I mentioned the top of this because I had a big event on last night.
You did?
Yeah,
Oh,
I had a big event on last night.
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
So I mentioned this because I haven't said really much about it.
Yeah.
So during the week there, I was sitting in work and someone popped up to me and goes, "Are you free?" Yeah, everyone just sit and listen. This is Sean's moment. I was like, he goes, "Are you free on Saturday night?" And I was like, "For what? Like, what could this be about comedy?" And she's like,
want
"Yeah,
to book my wife.
do you want to come down?" Yeah, she goes,
For a nice kiss.
this woman, and Joe was a profile picture with no photo and like red flag.
Like, no photo, like
No
the
photo.
grey thing.
Yeah, not
Jesus.
no grey. I was like just
Man
colours.
United badge?
No, just like colours.
A
like,
fucking Happy Easter filter on a Popeye.
yeah. We stand with Ukraine.
Do you want to do
No,
a gig in Dundonald?
Charlie Hebdo. Yeah, the chase is 2012.
Well, I got this message. He goes, "Are you free Saturday night?" And I was just like, "For what?" It was like stand-up comedy, and I was like, "What is it?" She goes, "It's a wedding." And immediately in my head, I went, "Fuck no, like definitely not." But I ran past you boys, and you were like, "Just say a mad number." And she says yes, at least you kind of get good money. And then I brought it down a bit from what I thought was mad, and she goes, "Right, no bar, I'll book you from a wedding." Then I was like, "Jesus Christ!"
So what day was this on?
This is on like Tuesday
Tuesday, and she's booking
So
her.
you had Saturday 4 days to prepare, basically?
for a wedding, yeah.
But it's not. She's only booking her.
This is where it
Yeah.
all makes sense. This is where it all starts
okay.
to make sense. So she goes to me. Shout out Jolene, by the way, this is the one that booked this, right? She goes,
Jolene.
I've actually, what it is, it's a surprise wedding. And immediately in my head, I'm like, surprise wedding or arranged marriage. There's a fine line there.
The groom shows up and they're like, "Damn down."
Yeah, right.
Jolene from Saudi Arabia.
So I was like, fuck. She was, it's a surprise wedding. I've told everyone to come. There's a marquee outside my house. I've told them all they're coming for a 40th birthday party for my soon-to-be husband, but no one knows I'm going to marry him. Right?
What?
So I was like,
Kind of like it though.
yeah, but I was like, you know what? Fair play. This sounds like it could be real. Like in my head, I was like, this is already better crack than I thought it could be. You know, we can work with this. So anyway, travel down on this Saturday night there.
Was it in the country? Or
in the country, like out by if anyone's from around here, out further past the Sheepbridge into the sticks, out towards the Frighland, middle of nowhere, like. And I get out there, and there's this marquee, and it is heaving, absolutely pumping the place.
Couldn't swirl a brandy ball in your mouth.
I turned the engine off, and there was one of them like long country drivers downed it.
Yeah.
And I looked at it, and then kind of looked myself in the mirror of the car and goes, "Is this worth it?"
Your ass was going.
I was like,
100%, wasn't it?
squeezing tight.
Do you know how nervous I was? I got out of the car, walked up the road, and pissed in just against like a farmer's fence because I was like, I can't piss down there. I'm too nervous. So I landed at like 9:15. I was meant to be on at 9 just after the food. And I walked down then for about 10 to, and like everyone's cutting about.
Mate, I'm shitting myself listening to it.
Everyone's cutting about in like jeans and like t-shirts because they didn't know they're at a wedding. And then I just spot this woman running about in a white dress, and you could hear her miles away. And then this fella in a bow tie and a suit, and I goes, well, that's clearly the bride and groom. This is Jolene, the mystery woman that I didn't know about.
They know it's a wedding by this stage, don't they?
Yeah, so they've been they got married in this marquee and everything, right?
Okay.
So I go down there.
Imagine you had to break the news.
So I went down. I goes in my head. I goes, it's a wedding. No one knows about it. I'm gonna go down in a full suit. Just the suit I wore in the podcast a couple of weeks ago.
Did you actually go down it?
Yeah, I wore a full suit down it, right?
Yeah.
And I showed up, and everyone's looking at me like, who the fuck is this guy in a suit?
Yeah.
What is he doing? So she comes up and he goes, oh, you're the comedian? I goes, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Asked her about the day. She's like, yeah, we literally just sat everyone down. Goes, we're going to surprise Justin, this is the groom. We're going to surprise Justin now for his birthday party. Sits everyone in the tent. She runs in, fires on a dress. He comes out in tuxedo. Everyone's like, what is going on? She goes, we're getting married. That was the thing they were doing.
Oh my days.
And it turned out the person that married them, I can't believe this story is real. I still don't believe this has happened. And goes, one of her best friends is actually like a pastor and can marry them. So they got married in this marquee and everything.
Yeah.
Right? And then that was fine. So that all happened before I got there. So I just get in the fill-in the story. And then I get down and he goes, right, I'll get up now in 5 minutes, talking to the sound guy, good sound system, all. Mike was working. I was like, right, this could be fine.
Fuck
about
me.
40 or 50 people there. And she goes, would you mind waiting about 20 minutes? And like everyone seemed pretty well on at this stage. There was a free cocktail bar and all. I was like, oh, this is getting dicey. And I was like, I'd rather go now. She goes, it's just the groom, Justin, has to leave one of his kids home to Loch Brickland here. So the groom in his own wedding was doing taxi runs.
Back to Loch Brickland.
What the
Back to Loch
fuck? Like,
Brickland. She goes, do you mind waiting 20 minutes? I was like, right. Went in, got a drink, went and sat in my car and was like, what am I doing here?
guys, tell you what, the other night I had a chippy from Monte Carlo. Let me tell you, it packs a punch.
It's a banging.
Unreal.
What'd you go for, sir?
Went for a gravy chip, plenty of salt on it as well. Like and let me tell you, walking home to my ma's house, just nibbling on a gravy chip, exceptional.
Beautiful. Big shout out to Monte Carlo, who keep the lights on here at RW Podcast. Sponsor us every single week. They're absolute legends, and Kieran just rightfully reviewed their food is absolutely banging.
The skill and the talent we come out with, it needs fueled, guys.
Yeah.
It needs fueled, and it's fueled by the power that is Monte Carlo.
A par that is their Southern Fried Chicken wrap. Oof, bang.
So check them out. If you're based in Belfast or you're based in Lurgan, go check out Monte Carlo and treat yourself, lads. You deserve
Lovely.
it. What am I doing here? This is bananas. This is
Because
nuts.
when you voiced it with us yesterday, I was blocked, like, so I didn't took me a while to process it.
He's
Like.
about to drop the kids home to Loch Brickland.
Yeah. And she's like, I need to get 1 or 2 more people out just so you can come in and then, it'll be alright. And I was like, right, fine. So I just literally sat in my car for about 20 minutes going over what I was going to do. And just before I left the car, a thought in the back of my head was, if this goes wrong, I might get a game or something ready. So I'll do that Mr. and Mrs. thing where they hold up the shoes. Do you like who lets out most farts,
smart.
who's the better
This is-
cleaner?
What we're going to do in the pod in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, exactly that. So then I go back down to the marquee and I'm like, right, Sean, game mode. Think of it. You'll be alright. Get into the tent. I was like, right, we're all ready to go. He comes back after leaving the kids off at fucking Brickland. And I was like, right, ready to go. She goes, actually, one thing, my son James actually wants to go up and do 5 minutes of speech.
Oh my days.
There had been no best man speech, no nothing for this. I was like, fuck me, right? He goes, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go up and do about 5 minutes, warm the crowd up to you. Wee Jamesy boy, about 18, and then you come up, right? So I get up, do 5 minutes, usual crack, like the gist of it was I tried to do material, wasn't having it, but as soon as you start going, you look like a cunt, you're a fat bastard, loving it, absolutely loving it. And I think I opened up with something like, clearly a lot of you didn't know there was a wedding on today. And clearly the rest you just didn't bother to put any effort on. Roof near comes off. Like, just shite banter.
Right.
I was like, you sir, what was the crack? He goes, I thought I was coming to a 40th birthday party. He goes, then why you dressed like you're going to a tractor run? Just freshen a bar, lighten them up, like. And then it goes, and it was proper. I was like, welcome to the stage, James. Who wants to say a few words? This fella James gets up and he just starts like roasting into like his new dad, basically.
Jesus.
Being like, welcome to the family, get off the Wi-Fi. I'm not going to call you dad and all. It was mad. But it was good crack. Everyone was laughing.
Yeah.
And then he goes, right, I'm going to leave it there. And I get back up and I'm like, this has had a good 7 minutes out of my time I meant to do here.
Yeah.
So happy days. Get back in the mic. Some boy comes up. I want to say a few words too. And he goes, happy days, mate. Come on ahead. You jump on the mic. He gets up and just goes, we want to welcome you, Jolene, to the family. You're so special. Gets all sentimental. Near has the room in tears. And then I have to get back up again. Like,
Yeah.
What stage are we at in 45 minutes here?
well, I was originally planning to do. I was going to do 30, and this is about 10 minutes in now. So about 20 minutes to fill after he like.
I'm going to get
Happy days,
James on my next gig. Here, by Phil Timer.
Yeah. I got a book for my next one. So I was like, Jesus Christ.
James on the pod this week on the pod we've got James.
So I was like, I got back up, and then I tried to do a wee bit more material, and goes, right, they're really not the weren't like material, just tried like a minute bit, and goes, fuck it, I'm going around the table.
Okay.
Who have we got in tonight? You cunt. Da, 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 da. All
You cunt.
Yeah, all good crack. And then at the end, I was starting to run out of steam, and everyone was blocked. Absolutely, like they were getting pretty steaming. And I was like, right, we'll do the Mr. and Mrs. thing now. And then we just did the shoes, blah blah blah. Killed a load of time. But
Mate, you're like running K.
in between every single round, it was like, if I was like, who farts the most, one of them would put the shoe up, and then the other one would like hesitate, and I goes, mate, that tells you, if you hesitate, blah blah blah.
You bloody farter.
But then everybody would start screaming at them. Joe, the crack would start going between
Yeah.
them. And on a normal comedy show, you'd be like, right, shut up. But I was like, be my guest. You shout among yourselves and fill
You're
the
like,
crack. Yeah. I was literally getting into Fergie time. Like I was just watching.
Yeah, I
the
was gonna say, are you like tick 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 tick?
Sean's in the corner flag going like that.
Taking sips of water to waste time.
I was like, this is fucking unbelievable. I was like, someone get me some magic water from my ankle here, just lie on the ground.
Take the throw in, then put the ball there, stop it.
When someone heckles, you go, what?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for 5 seconds.
What did you say again? So yeah, I did the Mr. Miss thing, and then I rounded it out by just saying something nice about them. I was like, right, I'm gonna get out of here. You've been lovely.
What can I say about these two? Fuck all, don't know them.
What do I say about these two? In cash, please.
Yeah, that was the whole banter. The whole banter was like, oh fuck, what could I say about these guys? Nothing, because I don't know them. All that there sort of stupid stuff. And then I get to the end of the night, I was like, right, that's me, I'm gonna head on. And then I will go to leave, and just everybody swarms me. Mate, that's brilliant, mate, you're fucking
Mate, you're
brilliant,
one of
mate."
the gang.
I was like, I need to cut a hole and get out of this tent. This is fucking chaos.
Is it not lovely, but like it was a lovely atmosphere or something?
Do you know what? Do you remember someone asked a question the other week, how did you get on with Best Man speech?
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm
Now we
taking
know.
bookings. I roofed that shit.
Yeah.
It went as well as it could have went.
Made fair play.
I
Yeah,
left with a bit of dough and everything.
Yeah, well, obviously our thing, before I went on stage, and before probably James was on stage, he goes, there's the envelope there. As soon as they hand me that,
That's bad luck.
I goes, you wanted 45, you're getting 30.
It's bad luck. Like,
That's good though that they gave you it before. Like.
Yeah, and they didn't give me, because I asked for background information, and the only thing they'd told me was they met on Plenty of Fish 7 years ago. That's all I knew.
Alright.
Whereas normally with like that sort of stuff at weddings, you get like, documents on
When
documents.
we did
who's sitting at
the
that table, who's sitting
corporate for
there.
the football thing,
we got loads.
of
Yeah,
stuff.
we got
I
every
had
about
shit
affairs.
And we were
fucking-
only doing like 15 minutes each.
Yeah, no, I was fine. I was not that in my head I was panicking, but it was going really well. Do you want
Yeah.
those ones? And then I finally got out of there, got back in the car, voicing reviews, and went, "Holy fuck, what just happened?"
Because I replied, class, that's class, lad. And I was fucking in the national blitz.
I didn't know what was going on. So yeah, no, but genuinely, hopefully they're listening to this. Jolene and Justine, fucking belt their wedding,
Hope he's-
absolutely class.
Great couple.
Yeah,
Many happy returns. Fuck, fair play to you, boy.
it
Yeah.
was.
When you
mental.
send it
so
into
I'm now
our-
taking bookings for weddings. If anyone's
Yes,
interested.
bar mitzvahs.
When you
the
sent
whole
it into
shebang.
our chat, I was genuinely like, fuck me, what way is this going to go?
Yeah.
And it sounds more mental now than what you
Yeah.
described.
Well, in the back of my head, I was like, if this goes terrible, it's a great story. Because
Yeah.
the night before, I was doing Pat's Born in a Skilling. Really, really good gig. Talking to McCann and McCartney, telling them about it. And they were just like laughing
Lad.
without laughing. Joe being like, good luck. You
Yeah.
mad cunt. So,
But it's
yeah.
one of them ones when someone asks you how much, it's just like, how much am I prepared for this? How much am I prepared to be paid for this to go badly?
Because I
Once you get that price agreed, well, like,
Well, my thing with
Take it in your
MCing,
head.
if it goes
yeah.
badly, you're getting
my
down.
thing with MCing and stuff like that is like, in reality, that's their like special day, right?
Yeah.
And,
Right.
like, just don't make it shitter than what it is now. Do you know what I mean? Don't ruin it. You don't need to exactly be amazing. Just make it good crack.
No, it
and
sounds
sorta
like you-
break the night up a bit. So it was good, and that was after a busy week MCing. I was MCing the Pav on Monday as well, but we'll talk about that later on. I'm still wrecked.
Mr. fucking MC here, like.
That's what I was saying in
Yeah.
the chat. I definitely think it suits you because I think my
Yeah.
arse would go in that situation. Like,
Yeah, no, but I just kept being like, you're fine, you can do this, you can do this. And I had like a loaded backup Joe bits on my hands.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't use one of them.
yeah.
Not
Seriously,
one-
just straight in
Just
chatting.
straight in shite talk, like.
But MCing, like, it freaks me out anytime I've done it. Like, I was meant to
I
do
don't
it
understand why though.
for speaking to people.
Fair.
Why do you do it then?
I want to get better as a comedian and sort of off
Yeah,
the cuff, like.
yeah.
But it is just like when someone's, I'm like, what do you do for a living? They tell me, I'm like, right, let's move on.
Yeah.
Very good, well done.
Yeah.
Mum, dad, happy.
What did you introduce you to? Good lad, fair play to you.
I was at a Queen tribute band on Friday night.
Yeah. Thursday night, bro.
You sent a clip into the tribute. Like there was a clip you sent into the
Yeah.
chat.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been racked for the past
It
couple
did
of
not
days.
You got
seem,
wet brain?
it did not seem like Freddie Mercury was on stage.
Mate, the guy came out and I was all, what the fuck's this? He's
Was
up,
it
looks
bad,
not
or
like
was it-
Freddie Mercury. Just some guy.
But he wasn't even singing like Freddie Mercury from what I
No.
seen. He was just singing.
It was a load of guys singing Queen songs.
Was it because I've been to a Beatles tribute band and I didn't enjoy it at all because they didn't sound like the Beatles at all.
I love tribute bands. It's like a wee guilty pleasure of mine.
Yeah.
I was on a cruise ship once and I seen a Freddie Mercury tribute act. unbelievable. Look like I'm had a moustache.
Yeah.
I've seen the Smiths, Oasis, Stone Roses, good few times. ABBA, I really like it. There was just a band playing Queen songs. Like his voice was like musical theatre. Do you know what I mean? That sort of a way.
Real.
Hi, hey.
But like because like obviously you don't want to burn through all the good songs at the start. It's a bit ropey at the start. And not ropey, but I was like, this isn't what I thought of it. And then it picked up at the end, like. But it was a bit random.
Was
like.
he giving it?
Yeah.
Did he do anything like, ew?
He was fucking Brazilian.
He was?
Yeah. He was doing that, you know, that Eurovision
Did he come
voice?
out doing the pigeon like a Charleston?
You know the Kevin Nolan. You know that Eurovision voice? We wouldn't be here without Freddie Mercury.
Oh,
fuck
you know that sort of way, like.
Was it sold out?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
By the way, you said you went on a cruise ship. What was the end? We're gonna sound like two middle class cons here. What was the entertainment like on your cruise ship? Because mine was fucking brutal. Like,
Mine was
wait,
surprisingly
where were
quite
you on
good.
cruises? Fill me in on this.
I
Cruises are lethal.
2017, my mum and dad basically realised that Kieran's turning 19 here, Thomas is turning 18 soon. Like, we probably won't have a family holiday together again.
So they put you on the Disney Princess cruise.
So we went on a cruise,
Let's
which
kill these cunts at sea.
yeah,
International
let's
waters.
fuck them over. Which is, by the way, the worst. So obviously, my brother is gay, but at the time I didn't realise. So I was kind of Mr. Big Shot. I was like,
I didn't know it.
I was like, why aren't you trying to pull anyone these days? No, I was like 18. We should try and pull.
Big lad.
Yeah,
Franco,
big pulling knitter. Like, grab your coat, you pull. I was like, why don't you try and pull? And Thomas turned around to me and goes, you know what it is, Kieran? You say, but you just chat shit, and you just
Yes.
called me. He called me out at the bar, and you chat so much shit, and I was like, no, don't. He went, go over and chance, and pointed at this unreal, and goes, go over and try and speak to her. And I was like, I will then. I walked over, and
Jay Cartwright.
I walked over and went, why'd you look so bored for? And she went, what? And I went, why'd you look so bored for? And then she went, what? And I went, she liked my shoes. And I pointed at my shoes. I was like, you know, boat shoes.
Right?
And I went,
No, please don't do this.
I went, do you want to go for a dance? And my brother, like, literally, I looked over him, and he was in stitches. And she went, no, I'm like 27, 28. And I went, I like older woman.
What age are you this
walked
age,
away.
18?
18, yeah.
Oh, God.
This is
So
why
now-
you shouldn't be MCing.
I'll never be back on
You
a
look
cruise
bored.
again. You look bored. What's the problem?
Where'd you get your goalies from, Jerry? Nice.
That's hectic. The ones in our cruise ship was actually quite good. We seen, I think it was a Jersey Boys.
I love Jersey Boys. That is the
it was
go-to
good.
musical.
Freddie Mercury. There was a comedian on. Very sort of
Boat comedian.
yeah,
Yeah.
Brexity, but it was grand. Like, you know what I mean?
I said boat
I know,
comedian. You goes
when
Brexit.
you say that, I know exactly what
You know
kind
what I
of
mean?
humour.
Like
Yeah.
fucking pan chips.
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
save the Queen.
Yeah.
Like 58-year-old guy probably on the scene from the 80s.
Yep.
Good, but like
And they are
Yeah.
stealing our jobs, by the way. That
Yeah.
kind of fucking.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's not highlight it, but they are.
Yeah.
no, I thought it was good.
To
I
me-
think you'd like a cruise.
I'd love a cruise, yeah.
You get to travel without
Actually
doing the
travel?
travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just wake up the next day.
I would like to do that one that goes like up around like the Nordic countries. I know it'll
Yeah.
be cold and kind of shitty.
They're
that way,
dear as
like.
fuck,
yeah.
those ones.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like Northern Lights tours and all. Like I'll be
Norwegian
correct.
fjords.
I remember the barman saying to me, he goes, do your parents know you drink this much?
Is it all free when you get on the boat?
You get a drinks package.
So my man and dad put me on a drinks package, which is the worst decision I probably ever made.
Yeah.
We were in Athens, and my dad went, look at this. The Pantheon. Like, where the Greeks, where Pythagoras discovered Pythagoras' theorem and all, and I leaned over to vomit. And she vomit.
I remember I had a cousin who got married and they went on like a cruise around. I think it was like South America or something like that. And like he just came back like horrendously out of shape because like there's nothing else to do apart from eat. We had a
Yeah.
fucking drink on the thing on the boat.
We had like a burger place on it, and it literally tasted like McDonald's. And I think I went 3 times a day for like a Big Mac.
It's expensive to do it, but once you pay it, that's you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get drinks package and you get like a set amount of like alcoholic drinks to choose from, and then if you want, you can pay extra for like the premium drinks package, but you don't really need to.
Right,
Like when
okay.
I went on one, I'd never like had cocktails before, so I went, I'm just gonna go through all these cocktails till I find one I like.
Yeah, that's how I discovered sort of like Caprianas and stuff, or Caprioscas.
What did I have?
Oh, I actually have a question.
Tequila Sunrise.
I have a question to ask you. Because I heard it on Deck Chair and Yums, and you wrote in your suggestion for is it the Joker cocktail?
Yeah,
What
is
is
that
that?
like a Captain Morgan's?
Captain Morgan's.
There was a few
and Orange
inputs of what
Fanta.
actually. So
I
what is
remember
it?
that from back in
Said,
the
said
day.
there. What is it?
Captain Morgan's and Orange Fanta is called a Joker, but that's not what it is. There was a cocktail about like Lurgan. Not I never had it, but I've heard like my mum and auntie and all talking about it.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what it is, but I asked them at the time because you used to do it in Centrepoint nightclub, which is
Yeah.
when Mickey had it now. But everyone just loves it though.
Yeah, but
What
you don't
is
get
it?
them anymore. Basically. is
No,
the
I
thing.
never even had it. I never had it.
Ah, right, okay.
But I remember I hear my mum talking about it, like, oh, they're unreal now.
this kind of leads us into the first question.
Okay.
If I can go straight, my mate Ben, my brother asked this question, Thomas. What is the most overrated sort of alcoholic drink? It can be beer, it can be cocktails, it can be wine. What is something that you've everyone loves that you've tried and you're like, you know what it is, that's shit. I got two. I'm gonna say espresso martini or Peroni.
I agree on espresso martini. It's in a tiny glass and it pisses me off as well.
Peroni, I've never.
There's no value in an espresso martini. Like
No value in any cocktail.
Yeah, but they're great.
At least if it's in a big cup, you're like, well, this is going to do something.
A big
By the way,
cup.
we have wrecked our bank. I've wrecked my bank account in old fashions in Galway.
Mate. Here, fucking Ashburn, 8.50.
What are they good?
They're decent. They're alright.
What would you say is the average price of a cocktail?
Well, I told my
£9.
dad how much we were paying in Galway, and he fucking shit himself.
How much is it?
Well, it was €12 for an old fashioned.
Yeah.
Like I'd say, dear place in Belfast would be around 12 quid.
It's
like
nine-
a good. I'd be happy with £9. Under tenner for a cocktail's alright, I think.
£9 the Deer's Head, and to be fair, in the Deer's Head, they're lovely, aren't they?
I've never been.
We were there. We were there last Saturday.
That's the best advertisement for how good the cocktails are.
Oh yeah, I've never been. It was black.
Mate, I have such slow brain today, but
You are slug like.
God, like.
Yeah, I've never been. Same boy, we had dinner.
I thought you were on with the Lions End or Downs End. Fuck. Anyway,
Anyway, yeah.
Do you know what it is? You're also wearing a sweatshirt I've never seen you wear before, and it's really throwing me. You're wearing something else, and I'm like,
Just
"That's
LA.
it's lovely.
It's nice.
It is, yeah. You kind of look like a white vanilla ice.
So Vanilla Ice.
No,
Vanilla Ice is right.
Oh, fuck.
you're rubbing off me.
You know what I regret about Galway? When we were with Sean Uessa, legend, shout out, really good comedian. And I went, what do you want? He went, I'll just have a beer. And I went, now you're getting old fashioned, and I couldn't pay for it. It's like Revolut account inside.
Fuck me.
Shout out that. What? How do you say his surname? Sean.
Uessa?
Oh, yes, right.
Not Sean Awasha.
Uessa.
One stage he was chatting us for a while. He went, right, I'm way to go, Paul. And I was like, okay,
Paul?
fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, he just jumped up and went, right.
And he did it. He clearly went, right, I've smoked these fucking gimps for long enough.
Yeah.
He went to pull some girls. Me and Kieran just
So
sat there
he's just
going,
like,
We're
Right.
sitting there going like, so what's your best 5 minutes? He's like, fuck
and
these
he
guys.
came back in. He was all, I need to go now. The girl I pulled has been kicked out for vaping.
So he just lifted his jacket and went, right, see us later. We were like, right. I was enjoying the crack, just hearing about like sort of the Dublin scene,
Yeah.
like gigs and all there and all.
Got a bit of goss off him. Tell you off pod.
He just literally went, right, that's me.
tell me on Paul.
Do you know what age he is?
52. What is
22. He's been at it for 5 years since he was 17.
he gives me, yeah, I thought he was young in fairness.
You have to
That's
love
nuts.
it. Like,
But I think he's been doing fucking donkeys. Like. That's class.
Did he get through?
no. We did.
Oh, such a sad.
That's I not to be cacky. But when
We've lost run of ourselves. The three of us get into the final, and we're like, yeah, we're class.
Oh,
when
dear.
like
Really not.
Rhea, my mate, said that she see me like whenever it got declared like the first winner through is Peter Giffen.
I
And,
know
like,
the full name to
the
me.
full name, yeah, and I was kind of like, and Rhea said, she goes, your face kind of went, and then she was, and the next one through is Kieran Franco Rigo. She went, yes.
That would have been
Prophet
that would have been some drive home. One of you's getting through and the other not getting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. We were saying that on the drive home. Like it would have been
Yeah.
a different vibe of the night. Like
It was good crack. And then we were in the fucking mid-yawn thing.
we were in the hottest hotel room in the world.
Yeah, fuck.
Was Snore Giffen out?
Ah, mate, you sent a voice note into the group chat and I snoring. I went, Jesus Christ.
Mate, it was what was it as well? When I arrived, I went downstairs to get a toothbrush and went back to the hotel. We were there for 2 minutes, and the boy went, "How's the room treating you? It's just lovely, isn't it?" I'm like, "Boy, I've been here for like 2 minutes."
And also the heating was permanently on. I was like, mate, the radiator's broke. Can
Also-
you go fix it?
The shower like would burn your skin.
Yeah, it was grim. Like.
Yeah.
We went to McDonald's. We did the gig. I had a few drinks. I was fucking steaming by the time we left. And we were like, right, we're going to grab something quick to eat before we're probably going out drinking. We went to
Yeah.
McDonald's. And we were sitting there eating our wee cheeseburgers and all. And these young ones came in.
It was lovely actually.
There's the guys. There's the guys came first and second. They
No
were like
way.
in the gig. They were all, do you two know each other now? And we were like, yeah, clearly.
We're mates. They gave us a brownie as well. They ordered McDonald's, and I was like, "Oh, cheers!" But they were lovely. Like, they were like, "We'll see you next Monday. We'll see
We're
you
like,
next
do you want a
Monday."
photo? And they're like, no, we're just going to give you some cake. We were like, right, okay.
Do you know what I got from leaving that gig? Whenever I get through, I was like going back to my car, and some older fellas see me and we're like, "Oh, jeez, there's your buddy, one similar thing." And I was like, "Oh, thanks very much." He goes, "Oh, they all loved you tonight." And I was like, "What do you think?" He goes, "Not my cup of tea."
That,
I was like,
happened
"You
to me in the
bastards."
that happened to me in the Glen one. I went, well, "Thank you very much." He went, "You went up and smoked there. It wasn't for me." I went,
You went up and smoked there?
"Yeah." I was like, "Cheers, mate. I think I done all right."
Jesus Christ.
That's fucking mental. I want to say this as well, just before everyone's untuned out of the episode. Our podcast hoodies are out today as you're watching this. So you can head onto the website and order them in. We're doing a big pre-order for 10 days, so I think it closes around the 4th of April. And then we'll get them shipped out to everyone. So if anyone wants to wear one of the RE podcast hoodies, get them ordered now.
Class.
I cannot wait to gigging, man. Represent.
That's all we're allowed to wear on stage now. You know what?
Oh, good idea.
You're not allowed to wear any other
Sparko
merch.
jumper.
I'm just wearing it. No trousers.
Yeah.
Cock out.
Cock out. Here, guys. So I think it's like, what's the deal with Nolly Crust?
I haven't done that Nolly Crust, but
A good question. Well, I've only got 2 questions. Will I do the other one?
we didn't even answer the other one. I think beer is kind of overrated.
I think Joe's overrated heavily. And Joe annoys me
Heavily,
really so much about heavily. Everyone that gets to heavily sits down and everyone goes, that shit blows ahead of you.
Yeah, don't do.
Why the fuck does everyone do that with heavily?
My dad calls it fighting beer. He goes, you have 1 pint, you're alright. You have 2 pints, you're right. You have 3 pints, you're like, why is he looking at me that way?
There's IPAs.
Everyone's just talk
No,
shit.
they do. They just talk. One person said that blows ahead of you, and
Drinks
everybody's
just drinking it.
Yeah,
like.
Yeah.
There's IPAs out there that are like 6.5%, and no one says boo about it. But Heverly at like 4.5%.
Do you know what I get?
It's like, whoa.
I can't drink vodka. Oh, I'm a nightmare when I drink vodka. You're a nightmare every fucking day of the week talking shite like that.
Genuinely heavily is 4.6%, so it's not that strong. People just can't handle their drink. Like, oh, it's not heavily.
My grand ordered a fucking pint of it in the golf club, and the wee fella was all, "That's it's quite a strong one. Was that all right?" And my grand was all, "Yeah, it's all right."
2 pints deep. I think Peroni, I think genuinely for hangovers, for like,
Peroni's nice.
a beer that people will
Peroni.
say is so nice. I think it gives you
I haven't
rotten
drank
hangovers.
lager in
Do
ages.
you know what? I gotta go out and win. I think wine's overrated. I see everyone drinks wine. Just
I can
The
see
red
myself
wine.
getting into it, but I'm not into it yet.
I think you're
would-
close. By the way, you're next objective.
Yeah.
After Guinness.
I'm not doing white though. Going straight to red.
Red, yeah, no.
is that what you're meant to do, or are you meant to go white then red?
For my birthday, I'll order a load of bottles. No, sorry, my dad. We'll order a load of bottles for the table. Also, when I earlier on about 2 hours ago, I was out in the golf club for food with my uncle and a massive Newcastle fan. And we're out, and I says, "Listen, I need to go. I'm doing the podcast here." And my uncle went, "Well, you haven't got a round in, and you've been like 4 pints deep." And I went, "Right, no worries, I'll order a round in." And I went, "Here, put that under Stephen Franco, will you?" So I'll be getting a text later on.
Oh god.
You know, question.
Yeah, maybe Ben Watson asked this. Who out of you would you say is the best cook, and what level would you say you're at?
Out of the 3 of us?
Yeah,
It's definitely me.
No.
you
Don't
make a
do
bolognese.
this. Giffen,
What?
don't do this.
Well, do you think you?
Yeah.
You do, yeah.
I'll tell you who's the worst. Right, let's start with the worst.
Well, like, we don't even need to fucking start the worst. We know where the worst
Look,
is.
microwave meals over here.
Fucking oregano head.
Oregano.
Seen you had oregano in there.
Can I
I'm
get
going,
some
fuck
oregano,
yeah.
please?
Yeah. Can I get a lot of shaves on that, boy?
Right, what are you dishing up then? Go on.
Whatever you want.
What is
Oh,
what is the
fuck
most
me.
complicated thing you've ever made?
Doesn't matter
No, I
about
don't think that's,
complication.
well,
Doesn't matter about
this is why
complication.
you're not a good cook. It's not about complicating it. It's about
Okay.
doing the simple things right.
Bolognese.
It's like Gordon Ramsay and the scrambled eggs.
You kick yourself when you make a bad bolognese. I've seen that on Twitter.
Yeah,
and
you
stuff.
do. You do.
And I've got it down to a T. And do you know what it was? I was trying to be too complicated with it. I was over seasoning and it was coming out spicy.
You don't
Shouldn't
need
be
that.
spicy.
Yeah.
Onion, salt, and garlic.
That's all you need.
That's all I need for the
And you doing
seasoning.
cloves of garlic or what sort of
No,
garlic?
onion, salt, and garlic granules.
There's your answer, folks. You can't say it's
Yeah.
better because
Look,
you're not cutting cloves, my friend.
all that matters is you get to the destination. How you get there.
The journey is.
It's very important.
Spicy.
Well, what are you doing then?
I'm taking cloves. I'm taking fresh ingredients, and I'm chopping.
And while you're just making fucking bowls of garlic.
just slicing it
I
up.
need-
Spaghetti bolognese
I
to go
need to text
to.
my ma, see how she makes it, because I don't make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's the end of the podcast.
Okay,
We're going to kill each other.
We just had a fucking such a lull conversation there.
We did actually. Do you remember we talked about
I'm
one
back
time
on
doing
me.
like a? Did we talk about doing a come down with me sometime?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The three
Well,
of us.
I would order Love Pizza, our sponsor. Shout out.
Monte Carlo.
Or are we Monte Carlo on the go? Actually, we
That
should.
could be good crack.
That would be good fun.
Because I do think like it's something I would need to get into, but I don't have the time. Like, you know,
What the fuck are
You're
you
a busy
talking
guy.
about?
You're a busy guy.
I don't have the time to cook.
Nene Riley asked, what panel show or UK comedy show do you think you'd be good on and why?
Never mind the Mark blame.
Never mind about I'm looking forward to watching
That'll
that.
be class. I can't wait to sit down and watch that.
I would, Would I Lady?
Yeah,
That'd
I'm
be
good
good.
at it as
I think I
well.
would bang on that.
I'm a terrible liar, but really good at telling the truth, which makes no sense. Think about
Right.
it. Joe, if I lie to you, I'll like give it up, but I'm really good at telling you the truth.
Okay.
Someone will understand what I mean by that.
So you wouldn't be good in the show?
Actually, no, wait, it's the other way around. I'm really bad at telling the truth, but a very good liar. Sorry.
Oh,
that's,
so, yeah.
that's what it is.
Why are you landing me, bro? Right
yeah,
now.
yeah. The example I always give is like I've never taken gear, but the more I tell people that, the more I feel like people don't believe me.
Oh, right.
No,
okay.
okay.
when you told me you never taken gear, I was like, this guy's
This game is.
yeah.
What I like is class, so I love
It
it.
is a good
Yeah.
show. So
What about
sick.
you?
I think never mind the Buzzcocks.
I really like that program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8 out of 10 cats. Very simple.
Oh no, I League of Their Own. Is that kind of comedy?
You and
Yeah,
James
yeah,
Corden?
it's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah,
It's
big
funny.
crack. Me and James Corden, yeah.
I'd love to do a question of sport actually. If you're
Ali
going
McCoist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking the goat.
He's
Naomi Mitchell, are you lads ready for World War III? I don't know what Naomi knows. What she's planning.
yeah, well,
Are her and Putin in talks? Let's get it booked.
Well- Brandon also asked, a zombie apocalypse happens, what's your strategy? You're not allowed to say just die. Mine is to go to Rathlin Island and take over it anyway. So I don't know what Naomi and Brandon know, but they seem to think
seems to be something
they're in
happening.
they're in talks. We're booking the big event.
Well, there was a war broke out in Russia and Ukraine.
I
recently
know
there.
that, no.
Aye, there was something like that. Yeah.
Scuffle.
Something like that. Dynamo Kiev can't play their home games at Kiev anymore,
Ah,
which is
jeez.
tragic.
I've
It's
said,
probably a big disaster.
Demo Clark can't play his own games. I'd probably get my dad to get me out of it. Like,
What was I going to say? What's everyone's obsession with zombie apocalypse?
well, by the way, yeah, see, shut up. This is the most overrated shit ever, right? The Walking Dead. I was like, oh, did you watch that show, Walking Dead? Fucking brilliant one. It's shit.
I've never watched. I've watched bits of it, like, but
Never seen it, but I don't have any interest in it.
No, it's shit.
Nazi zombies, that's the only thing you get me.
Anytime I think of zombie apocalypse, I think of Nazi zombies.
Yeah.
Well,
Good
am
shit.
I ready for
Put
a
the
war
rag on
three?
it.
No, I'm not. No one's going to be ready for it. It's going to be a nuclear holocaust.
Sooner it's all over the better, guys.
Get me in that coffin. Guys,
I said, war, who, what it isn't
good for absolutely nothing.
Get him in.
That's all the questions I have, guys.
How long have we done? Because I'm heading out in the Razzers, 45. We'll do an hour and a minute or two here and plugging shit, and then we'll hit the road, will we?
yeah.
Anyone else to deal with?
I need to plug Yo Magazine, right? We're back. Pete, tell me about the last one.
It's as if he's never went away, you know.
It was bloody lovely.
It was a class gig.
Patrick Rafferty was very good as headline. Everyone done really well. Tommy McCarthy, unreal.
Well, guess what?
Annoyingly good.
Guess what? Tommy's back this month.
He's class.
9th of March, we're back 3 days before my birthday. If you want to get me a birthday present, your presence is my present. I want you to come. It's going to be unbelievable. We got Dave Elliott headlining. Saul's going to do a set. We got McAlevey on the MC duties. You know, the gang's all here, is what I'm saying. We got Rachel McPeak, fresh out of Comedians Boxing. We got myself, and we got Gary Pollock from Kiwis. I'm buzzing. It's my favourite night of the month to run. And it's now the only one I'm running because I've killed all the others. So please come along. That should be class.
John?
Nice. I'm going to plug the hoodies. So yes, get onto the website and purchase a hoodie. We're selling them for £30, and then they're running for 10 days. After that, the price is going to go up when we relaunch them the second time. RE Comedy Club is on tonight as you're watching this, and every single Tuesday night going forward. So 7 open mic spots. If anyone wants to get down and try some true open mic comedy, just rock up, sign the sheet if you get down early enough. And yeah, buy tickets for that. It's only $5. We've got our mystery headliners booked for the next couple of weeks. The one that you're watching this on tonight is a fucking belter, and
It's
you aren't gonna.
Smasher.
It is an absolute belter. So yeah, get down to that
Unreal.
as well.
Yes, the day this comes out, I will be in RE Comedy Club. Wednesday, I'm down Dublin at Stitches. On Thursday, I will be in East Belfast, somewhere Portside Inn. I'm also going to be in Lavery's that day. And then I will be in Newton Ards on Friday and in the Pavilion on Monday.
Sorry, I haven't even yet. On tomorrow, I meant to be in Show Me the Funny, but I'm not. On Tuesday, I am in RE Comedy Club. Wednesday, I'm doing Lavery's Comedy Club. Thursday, I'm doing it's actually North Belfast. Justin said it was East Belfast, but it's North Belfast.
Portside Inn, wherever that is.
Portside Inn, yeah.
Near the port.
It's like you could walk there from here.
There's Protestants there.
Yeah.
I just assumed East Belfast.
And Friday, I'm in Newton Ards, and it's sold out, so you can't get a ticket. But you can get a ticket to the one I'm MCing on the 26th of January.
Right. Fuck that.
What?
That's enough.
Oh, I've had enough. We're just going to
That's
go
enough.
home. That's it.
I'm starving.
Buy hoodies, guys. We're going out in the Rouse tonight. Also, I'm going to Belfast Giants on Wednesday for the final because of a big plastic fan. Oh, right. I'm calling it. We're going to get a big fat dub on the night. Whatever that
A
means.
big fat tub.
Up at Tottenham Hotspur. It's
Swag.
Right.
Right.
See you next
It's a
week.
pod.
Good luck.
Night night.